Hey everybody, we're back with round 4 of this evening, 4 of 5. We're playing 5 total rounds today. And I've got Mark Olsen, the organizer of this whole business now, that was eliminated with a 3.1 as discussed earlier. Really bad beat.
Bad beat. It was tough.
Yeah. But yeah, glad to have him in the commentator booth with me. What's up?
Thank you, Nick.
How you doing?
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm good. I'm tired. It's been 2 long days, but it's amazing. Everyone is happy. I'm happy. And we're about to see some amazing backgammon, I think.
Yeah. We've got Steen and Zdenek Zdenek.
Oh, that's how you say it.
Yeah.
I always called him Zdenek.
Yeah. I think it's Zdenek. You know, it's almost like one letter. I asked him once, and he said it. I tried to mimic him, right? And
wow. Okay. I'll call him Zdenek as well.
Yeah. It's tough.
That's good. And Zdenek is the #1 ranked player on Backgammon Galaxy.
Right.
And has been since more or less since the day of the launch of the site, except for one day where Klaus Schicks from Germany took over his first place, and then he came back, took it back, and been #1.
Yeah, very good player too, super nice guy,
Yeah.
like everyone. It's one of the, we've talked about a lot of things that have been really exciting about this tournament, and I haven't mentioned how just like pleasant the playing atmosphere is too. It's all people with a ton of respect for the game of backgammon and each other as players and everything like that, and I think that's a really neat aspect of this tournament. Everyone's just excited for people to play well, and so it's super cool.
Yes,
I
I
like
agree.
it.
The atmosphere is amazing.
Yeah.
And then we have Steen Grønbeck, who is really getting in shape.
Yeah.
He played well yesterday. I think he was like a 2.8 or something.
Yeah.
Day 1, very strong.
Under 3 with the most points too somehow,
yeah.
right? That's impressive.
Under 3 with the most points.
Yeah.
And I think he's been playing even better today.
Yeah? Oh, wow.
So he's really picking up momentum.
Okay.
So it's going to be an interesting match.
Yeah. Many Danes in the finals, and I think that's all just seems natural to you, I'm sure, right?
Well, I mean, we did have a lot of Danes entering. We do have a lot of grandmasters from Denmark. So just from that perspective, matter of pure statistics, there should be some. But yeah.
Very strong nation for backgammon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there we see the other matches have already started. I think we have Traveled, and then we have Hans Leby from Norway playing Dirk Schiemann, who is currently the PR leader so far in the tournament.
I imagine. We don't have any, people are asking on the stream, I presume we don't have any PR results from today yet.
I have a little bit of inside info, but I'm kind of keeping it close to the body so far. But I think we're about to launch the results from the first 2 rounds today.
Oh, Thomas won a point already. That's a good match there.
Yeah,
with him and Tony Bernaba. Yeah.
But now Zdenek is walking away from the board, which is weird.
Okay.
Because we're supposed to be...
A little more time.
Yeah.
This is the mixed doubles over here, I guess, huh?
This is what the viewers see, right?
Yeah. I think we're always on the top screen. Oh, Zdenek is heading back to the board, I see. You got Stepan walking around. It's a cool playroom. I like this. It's a good environment.
Especially for the UBC. It's actually perfect. Okay, now Zdenek is back.
Yeah.
And we have the chat over there. And Abdallah is saying that CC, which is the nickname of Zdenek, was playing 24/7 when he was dethroned. I even saw him play on 2 boards simultaneously. Yeah. I think it took him 1 day, and then he was back as #1.
If someone loses on time, your resign error is how much equity you had in the match, essentially. So it's as though you made the mistake of not continuing to play the match. So it can be pretty big. You resign right off the bat. Yeah.
We haven't had any matches yet in the tournament where a player lost on time, but it's devastating, obviously.
And same rule would apply. I thought he was asking about Backgammon Galaxy, but of course it's going to be the same rule for this tournament. But I don't expect anyone to lose on time. I think people can manage their clocks.
It would be very surprising. It's probably less than 1% probability.
Right.
Probably way less than that, actually, when it's players of this level.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're started.
Yep, open with a 5-2 split, and I think we're going to respond with a split. Why not? Not going to hit deep on the 3 there.
Exactly.
Yep, and got an easy anchor game on the 22. Not an optimal position for Zdenek, but you take what you get.
Yeah, it's still
and it looks like Steen's going to be a little stacky here too. I'm not sure. Almost valuable to make the 23 here. I think it's a little early, but against those 2 stacks of 5, I'm not thrilled about staying open either. He wants to unstack on me.
That is a good argument. However, I like Steen's play.
Yes, I think so too.
But let's see what XG says. No, I think you're right, Nick.
Oh, wow.
I think you're right. The 2 stacks, 10 checkers in the zone, it's enough to make the anchor.
Right. I made the argument, there's no way I'd make the play of making the 23, but I could see that happening, you know?
So this style of position is what happens when a player gets one of the boring opening rolls and just split the back checkers. That induces the other player to split the back checkers, and now we're in a kind of a holding game-ish position. Not quite, because the anchors are somewhat deep on the 3 points.
This is also what happens when you have 4 of 6 rolls involving a 5. 5s aren't very productive early on, right?
That's true.
So you get 1 13-8 out of it to begin
Especially
with.
after they make the 22-point anchor.
Yeah,
blocking the 8-3 move.
Yeah. So what is his best 5-2 here? He anchored in the 5, I guess just comes down. You want to throw a checker behind.
Exactly.
And you don't want to make a stack of 6 either,
Oh,
right?
this is funny.
This is strong, yeah, but what do? Do you make a point in advance to your anchor? Do you make the 4 that you want? Yeah, this looks stronger to me.
That's a good play,
like this play.
That's a great play.
It's a good priming play too, right? You almost would prefer to block the higher numbers with that anchor.
Oh, you mean like the 7-point over the 4-point?
Yes, yes.
Well, I think probably the 4-point would still be slightly better, but it's a good argument that you prime the higher numbers, so it's probably close to being the same, especially in terms of prime value. But the 4-point has the blitz value in the implied blitz value.
Yeah.
And the efficiency of unstacking the 6-point. Oh.
And look at this, with the better board in priming already.
What's the race?
He wants to escape. We can see on top that before the roll, he was down 1 pip, so he'll be ahead 10. And
he sees it. That's the right idea.
Oh, wow.
Because
challenge that stripped midpoint
exactly.
too. You can't hit.
You can make this play when you have the stronger inner board, when you are up in the race, and especially also when your opponent has that weakness of the inner blood.
Yeah, it would take me a lot longer to be looking at coming off the anchor to begin with. I'm tempted to run off of the 22 a lot of times, but once you have that 21, that's a great, valuable anchor to sit on forever, and it's not like you're so far ahead in the race that you don't have timing.
That's a great play from Zdenek.
Yeah, very good
play. Wow.
Oh, and punished for the right play.
Yes.
How does he play this, though? I guess he actually doesn't prefer to hit here necessarily, because it's going to loosen him up so much.
Yeah, it's going to be up 14 pips, so perhaps we're going to see a non-hitting.
Yeah.
Yes.
This seems really reasonable, right?
Yes, it's a blunder to hit.
Yeah. And we're going to play a complicated 16-point anchor game. It could be, I guess if Zdenek can make the 15 here, this could be a really interesting game. These outfield anchors really trick me a lot of times. I have trouble playing these games. I think they're hard.
It's just a mutual holding game. The race, of course, is the most important positional feature. So for that reason, safety is important. Oh, he's looking at the hit.
Yeah, you got to consider it because it just feels a little strange.
Yes.
I think what he's thinking is like he feels like he should nearly win the game on these double sixes, right? This is a great roll, and you can see all the contact you get stuck with when you come out to the 16. And so you'd like to find something even better, but yeah, I think he's going to see. Well, this can't favor me at all. Just leave a shot.
I'll bet that Steen will find the right play here. He's just being careful and thorough with his approach here. He's going to find the right play. What he's thinking about is he knows that he's the favorite if he just doesn't hit.
Yeah.
So he want to see if he's an even better favorite, a bigger favorite when he hits. But now he's going to count the numbers that hits him, and he's going to realize that it's too big.
Yeah.
You don't want to risk your freedom and get a back checker, a checker stuck behind that 4 prime.
Yeah, the most advantage you have is the safe race. You just got to do that.
Exactly.
I completely agree.
And
I like Hans Eichsist in the chat calls the run off the anchor the double falcon. It's a good name for it. I like that.
The double falcon. I like it too. So many people just runs with one checker. They would have played 21-11 or 21-10. Sorry, but when the opponent has a strip midpoint, usually you want to come up with both.
Yeah. Strong play here, and it's still a pretty close game. There's, Zdenek still has a ton of value in this game, close race.
For sure.
And still plenty of contact, too.
I wish that the transcriber, Michael Krakus, would start using the hint button so we could see the percentages.
He usually does get that for us. Sometimes he missed that one. I forget, what was the play that we missed already? That... Slide. Oh, whether or not he should make the 23 in the early game, but he stepped up to the 22 in front of the stacks instead. I would have liked to see that one.
Yeah. Okay. Now we get the hint.
Yeah.
And he's plussing.
Plus all plays.
Yes.
Well, plus first.
Okay. I even forgot to look at the percentages. But I think that Steen is probably somewhere above 50% and less than 56%. So it's probably like 54% is my guess. Because he's leading the race, but he's trapped a little bit further back with his rearmost checkers.
Yeah.
So he's a favorite, but it's very small, very even game, this mutual holding game.
And now he's ahead 11 pips, so in a strict race he would have a clear double and a small take, but the little bit of contact here is worth quite a bit.
Yes, for sure.
But it still seems like a reasonable cube here. Oh, wow, look at this.
Borderline. Yeah,
perfectly even, yeah.
And we just got a sneak peek of the summary statistics. Again, something that Karkus could be a little bit more generous with. I didn't see, I saw one had a 2 and the other one had a 3 point something. I didn't see who was ahead.
Yeah. I think Steen's ahead. I think his
in the
whatever
PR race,
the
I mean.
whatever the I think whatever the 5-1 was a small error, and Zdenek is leaked a little bit. But this seems very reasonable, right?
Yes,
it just seems like a holding game where you can roll a big set just like this.
Wow, that's a market loser.
Really
yes.
Not even a big set, just a set, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to rethink whether he can do better with the race, but I think I would just break contact.
No, this is the right idea.
Too good for the race, huh?
The contact is so easy to break later on that you just want to maximize your racing efficiency. So I like his play. Steen was pretty sharp with the cube there. It was right on that specific point of the cube. It's like 12 pips. Now it's somewhat easy to see the double. 10 pips is somewhat easy to see the non-double, but 11 pips is that exact borderline in a very race-oriented position as the mutual holding games are.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
And Zdenek breaks contact for him, so there you go. Another reason to have played for the racing efficiency instead. Maybe he just plays one all the way to the 5. That looks pretty strong to me. You can get 2 crossovers too, but
okay, it doesn't matter really.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna plus them all just in case, but
it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Might matter for the PR battle. There's some like close races there. Oh, is there a 3-1 in there somewhere? Interesting. Oh, he's just further down.
There was a mistake by the transcriber.
Oh, was there?
So let's just.
Oh, he missed the last roll. It was 4-2.
Yeah.
And he didn't see how it was played.
That's what happens sometimes when you have a live transcriber.
Yeah.
It okay, they're already back again. He just missed one roll.
And so Steen is at a 1.68 with Zdenek at a 2.26.
Yeah, very low error rates for both players, no blunders. Right. So this is what happens in it's all started in the opening game with was it 5-1, 5-2 or something like this. Both players splitting, both players getting the anchors, and getting into what is commonly known as the most boring position type, the mutual holding game. And we didn't. Sometimes in the mutual holding game, you might have some decisions where you pay now or something like this, but we didn't. Did we see? We had Zdenek's move with the 6-5, the double falcon.
Yeah.
What was that the name? The
double falcon. That was it. Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I think that was the only eventful move in this match, and Steen's cube was spot on, but again not too complicated. Okay, of course he's not going to cube here, but he is just counting the race. He has 3 checkers off versus 2, but that gap on the 4 is huge. Oh, 3s. That's big. Yeah, it's just a bear off.
4 pips ahead now. Yeah, is that the?
Yeah, here it is.
Sometimes we can see the EPC in there too, and we do have a double.
Oh, we took off the EPC.
Yeah.
Oh,
we did. Okay.
We did. Yeah.
I got you.
It was actually Mochi who showed me how.
Okay. I actually didn't know you could take that off. That
me
is
neither.
Important for certain.
It's much better.
Features of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you like that better? I do like having.
I mean, for
the
the streaming purposes, I think.
Yeah, it makes it a little goofy sometimes, but yeah.
For the graphical.
Hey there, Mochi. It's Mark and I now. Yeah. No, I got you. They got you in the chat too. I just saw your question. Yeah. You can always just come down here and ask us if you want. It's up to you.
We get a little bonus here. Look at this. Yeah. He's trying to show us.
We
got. This is the transcriber, Michael Karkus. He's showing us the take points. I mean, This is
mostly
0-0
like mine.
at 7, so
Yeah.
there's nothing special going on here.
I guess we should be talking about how you would evaluate the effective pip count here. If you've got, this is like getting close to a rolls position, if you're just thinking
Yeah.
of pips and races.
Well-
oh, I love the casual flick too, just to kind
Yeah.
of rub in the cube there. That's
Good cube here
Yeah, yeah.
from Zdenek.
Good find. These are
Yes.
tricky with the open 4. You know you're wasting, right? And it's hard to have confidence in this kind of position with just a 4 pip lead too.
But he has 2 checkers off, 2 checkers more off.
Yeah, 6 off to 2 off, so that's a little bit.
No, 6 off to 4 off.
Yeah, punish in the other direction, right? So
So 2 checkers more
yeah, that.
off the board, and he's ahead with 4 pips.
Yep.
But all of them are stacked up at the 5 and 6. So there is very little wastage. There's a gap in Steen's position here on the 3-point, but it's not very expensive because the 3 can be played from 6 to 3. So it's
Yeah.
only going to be 1 miss. It's not going to be consecutive misses.
Sure.
So I'm not going to adjust too much for that.
Yeah, the extra
a
checker
little
on the
bit.
2 is a little something. It might give like a pip for that, but probably
Of
not.
which one?
There's 2 checkers on the deuce right now, which isn't perfect either.
Yeah, but it's nothing
not a
that I
huge
would.
liability.
I don't think you should adjust for that.
Yeah.
It's actually a quite low wastage
Yeah, yeah.
position. So the pip count is
About-
pretty indicative. You gotta adjust a little bit with
Yeah.
2 checkers off, 2 checkers more off from Zdenek.
Yeah. It's hard to, if you're going to do this is like right in that threshold between.
Oh, he
whenever-
passes.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, wait.
How does he find a pass there? That's very interesting.
This is why I don't like effective pip counting.
Yeah?
I know
it's
Steen
gonna
is
trick him
used.
into it?
I mean, I keep telling these people, don't be a rigid user of a specific effective pip count. It's going to
Yes,
trick
yeah.
you into more mistakes than you. I mean,
Yeah.
if he had applied rational sense, just count the pips, how
And
much
you're
it
so
more or less.
close. Yeah.
He has wastage. He has the gaps as well. He's going to miss a lot of rolls. It's
Yeah.
like if you had just made no corrections at all, you would have been better off.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and he probably overrated the penalty of the gap on the 5 on the 3 on his 3-point.
Oh, really? So you think he uses that as a penalty in his EPC model, huh?
Yeah.
Because a lot of like eyesight and Keith count and things like that definitely don't penalize that. So a lot of the
I think
formulas,
he uses the Keith count.
Yeah. Mochi's surprised by the drop here too. Very upset.
Can't believe Steen dropped that, coming from the Super Grandmaster.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, thinking about, I would have had trouble picking what formula I was going to use.
Yeah,
too,
look
to
at
get
what
over
Mochi
there.
says. Use
Yeah.
the common sense.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
say, Mochi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The common sense method. I like it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, whatever. If people want to know my philosophies on race cubes, they should check out the chapter in my new book, Cube Like a Boss.
Yeah.
And I can tell you up front that I'm not a huge fan of effective pip counting.
Really? There's times, well, I guess I actually probably don't, I've never used like the Matusik formula or anything like this, right? But
What's that?
There's one where you actually go point by point and give certain how much extra. Yeah. They have.
Sounds like a pain.
It has sort of like an exponential flow to it that's sort of possible to remember.
Okay.
You know, but yeah, it's tough and it's just a little too much to remember. What I do use the rolls versus rolls and try to get to something like that.
That's something different. That's a
And
whole nother
so-
category. But that wasn't the case in this position.
Yeah, and so what I might have started to do in Steen's position or Zdenek's is know that I'm at 44 and probably add something like 7 to 10 pips of wastage and think that that's roughly my EPC and try to make a calculation based on that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's probably where I would have ended up trying to guess whether I had a take or pass. And we would have been within 4. I might have been having a harder time finding the cube, really, is what would have happened. But we're missing this whole game.
Yeah, this was a good 4-6. It was also a good discussion about endgame cubes, but the great 2-6 from the bar from Grønbeck.
Yeah.
And
such an interesting
4-6, yeah, of course.
structure for Steen here, because he's got like the purest prime in front of that 3-point anchor with the mate ace behind it.
Yes, that's
a little bit of both worlds.
He definitely has a lot of prime value, but the ace point mate decreases the prime value by quite a substantial margin.
Yeah. And so now with 4 checkers back and complete outfield control and only one of his own checkers back, even with the weaker board, I think, I mean, he must be a giant favorite here.
Oh, what is this? I think this is a cube.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking too.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
looks
because
like,
of this is a timing cube.
yeah, it's very awkward. But he does have two.
wait.
Zdenek must have a take at least here still, right? Even if he does cube, I think, because this can play like a holding game a lot of times.
I like that he
such a
didn't
strong
cube. I
structure.
like that he didn't cube.
Yeah?
I take my words back. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still the sixes has to be played on his own side. Then Zdenek can still make a pure prime.
Yeah. So he doesn't have actually that much timing, because Zdenek can actually play through Steen here too, right? He doesn't
Yes,
run
exactly.
into the same
That's
plane.
right. So let's see
Yeah.
if he gets missed now. Then he will have the cube, I think.
Yeah.
Coming out, of course, is completely demanding.
Yeah, yeah. You just got to
It's-
get moving here.
Just got to get moving. Huge gain when you're missed and you're not getting primed anymore, fighting for
You're
freedom.
going, wow,
Aha.
what a roll this is.
Are we going to
And,
see the outside prime?
The double Falcon?
Yeah.
This is. There we go.
That is a double Falcon.
This is a 2-point
it's the
prime around
outside
those extra checkers.
prime. What's the pip count? He's down.
So he was down 40
Yeah.
before it.
Now it's 16 pips. That's a
Yeah.
great play.
That is a very good play.
Yeah,
I
and
would
he
have
made it fast.
had trouble thinking about this too, because we're so far down in the race. I would have thought maybe I need the contact, but you just can't stay behind the prime, right?
Yeah, but he found
So
it very
good,
fast.
yeah.
This
And you're
was a
pressuring
difficult.
3 blots too. That it's very unlikely he's going to clean up all of these.
Uh-huh.
Well, there he goes. And
That
does
was a
it.
difficult position for me. I would have
Yeah.
spent time there on my clock, but Zdenek found it within. I think he found it within the 12 seconds almost.
This is what happens when you put in the time to be the leader on Backgammon Galaxy. Right? If you
For
just
sure.
Play this often.
Yeah, and he played. Day one, Zdenek played a 3.2 PR
Yeah.
average. So
That's amazing,
It's absolute world class.
And now 16 pips here.
What
I
is
imagine.
this?
Yeah, are we looking at
There's
the?
a lot of contact here. It's got to be so easy to cube this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what about? It's a pass. I think I could find the take here. I'm scared that I would blunder in this position.
So yeah, like trying to review it here, it actually, I think blue has less time to deal with this than it looks like as well, possibly, right? Because we have 6 checkers outside on white side with the pip lead to just kind of play around and come into the board. Where
Sorry. I was looking at the pip count before the move was made. Okay, 22
and he
pips.
takes, yeah.
Okay, 22 pips. Then I could find the pass.
Yeah.
I could find the pass here. I was looking at the wrong pip count. Okay.
Zdenek's takes on the contact.
Yeah.
This, I can see how you'd be confused about this for sure.
But 22 pips,
yeah.
because how long is he going to be able to hold both anchors?
Exactly, yeah, that's what I was pointing out.
Yeah.
But
It's going to be a one anchor holding game.
I really feel like there's something extremely deceptive about these outfield anchor games, though. It's just still one of the hardest things I think in backgammon is dealing with those.
Really?
16 and 15 point and such.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I see a lot of mistakes come up with them. I know I make a lot myself, challenging position, I think.
From
what do
an
you do with
objective
this?
point of view, it is one of the simpler position types. They don't have too many variables going on. But there is a little bit, it is tricky with timing, pay now, pay later, flexibility.
Yeah, it's not as
contact
safe.
value.
Yeah.
It's not. But that was a big blunder. So I think Steen is ahead in the PR race now. I'm a little bit disappointed that Zdenek took that cube. To be honest, the race was 22 pips, and he's probably not going to be able to hold both anchors. So you have four pips of contact zone with 22 pips. That's just too much.
Yeah.
The reason I was
So if he had only the 16, I think you'd know that was a pass, right? So something about the extra anchor out there confused him, I guess,
Of course, it is better to have it now. There are some cases where he gets the contact value of both anchors, but for the most part, I agree. It's basically just a one anchor holding game. Oh, what is this? Now, he cannot leave any shots, obviously, when Steen has a closed board. Yeah, he gets to hold the board. Don't save a 6, Steen. You want the inner board. Yes. Okay, it's actually close. Whether clearing the 6 point and saving the 6. It's just saving a 6 is such an old school play.
Yeah.
It's something they did in the 80s or something like this. It's more important to have the inner board.
Yeah.
For long term.
Because there's very likely to be like shot contact here, right? I mean, Zdenek's already losing his board here, so yeah. But it is interesting that he rolled the 4-3 where he did The one primed roll, 1 of 4. Oh yeah, we're asking if Ramesh is around. Yeah, I think I've seen him around. I've heard he might stop by and talk to us in the commentator booth.
Yeah, I already met him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. Arif Alipur is on the right track. It's he's got to talk to the tournament director too.
Ah, okay. Oh, and so Zdenek is forced to run with the 6-3. He gets hit, and he can lose a gammon now.
He
sure.
could.
Yeah,
There's a lot of gammons in this one. Of course, Steen's gammon is getting diminished by the spare checker and the ace point. It's going to slow down his bear off, perhaps even with a full roll. But still, I would like to see a little hint
like
here.
30s,
so
I bet.
it could even be more.
Yeah. I think
it's
20
more
pips outside, I would usually estimate is, with perfect distribution, is about 40% gammons.
Okay.
So if I was taking a little bit off, that would be my guess.
Yeah, I think we are above 30% here.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6-1, that's a poor roll.
Very bad for the distribution, yeah.
But he fans, that's crucial.
Yeah.
That's really crucial for the gammon.
Oh, this is a decent roll.
Yeah. Okay.
Gammon's going up. Ooh, what a roll this is.
That's nice. Okay, so he's looking at the gammon play. It's almost never correct to go aggressively for the gammon here, taking out 4 checkers.
Yeah.
Usually it's only when your opponent has a crunched inner board and more weaknesses than that, more blots.
Yeah.
Spread around.
The open 5 must make him consider it a little bit too trailing in the game. The fact that it's close to 50%.
Oh, he's looking at it. No, Steen, it's not the right. You only do it when your opponent is crunched. He still has a 5-point board. You give away contact value every time he enters on the ace. Now you have that problem.
Yeah.
And yeah, he could leave us shots at any time.
Right.
Now.
This is a big problem with it, is that you have a harder time taking off checkers later, right? Even though you get those 2 off immediately.
That's true. You even slow down
your
your own. Oh, that's a great sequence for a Steen.
Yeah. Unless you're Steen, right? But
unfortunately, it doesn't count.
Ooh,
oh wow! This is going to be a G.
Maybe I'll just lose a backgammon. You never know.
He could lose a backgammon. That's a great shot.
Wow.
Right in the
backgammon temptation, really, too, right?
Let's see. Okay, he saves the BG.
Wow. Okay.
But still, a gammon in a 7-point match, a double gammon is huge.
So it's going to give a little bit of hope of getting off the G, right? Maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, he gives up a single.
Gammon,
Oh, sorry, gammon.
Yep.
That's huge for Steen. He got Zdenek to take a pass, and he punishes him with in a somewhat boring mutual holding game, and he finds the gammon. Steen already spent some time here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't ask Ramesh why he isn't playing the UBC event. I guess Klaus supposes that it's just too easy. Did you guys offer him to let him play, or was the 1-2 just too good?
Yeah, I think he would get a wild card. We didn't hear from him, so he's not in the B map.
Yeah.
So we would have to consider the wild card solution.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He doesn't have the Grandmaster rating. I didn't think of that.
He's not in the B map,
Yeah.
6-2. That's a good shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what it took him so long, but he does find the right play.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The PR, Steen just made a mistake. So now the PR race is super close.
Yeah, even though Zdenek made that big take decision error, I mean, so did Steen, right? We had similar cube action errors, and he's been a little bit cleaner on the checkers, so right in there. And, this is an interesting one. What do we do? 3 checkers back on the ace, too.
Duplicate the 3s.
Those around. Yeah.
There's some duplication going on here. Zdenek has played basically perfect with the checkers so far. He just made that big cube blunder, taking the pass.
Yeah.
Ah.
5-1. Okay.
Yeah, so you can either hit in the outfield, which is always a great thing to do, or you could improve your structure.
Yeah.
The standard play is to hit, because that's what you usually do in the opening and middle game. However,
the standard play is to make the 5-point unless you have many things that are better.
Good play. Yeah, that's a great play for him, because in this position, it's not a normal opening game position, since Zdenek has 4 checkers back. So you prefer to have structure. You don't gain much by sending a 5th checker back.
Yes.
But the structure is huge. Good play from Steen.
What was
5-6.
a rule I learned early on about making the 5-point decisions is that you should gain 3 good things to replace having made the 5-point. So in this one, I guess he hits and sets the checker back.
And
he
he
gains
gets
in the race.
Gains in the race.
And he starts the half escapes. So we're like close to 3, but not quite. yeah.
I prefer to look at, this is kind of a mechanical cookbook recipe for finding the right play. I prefer to look at the position and understand the strategy, what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a bit of discussion going on in the chat now.
Yeah, they were asking about dice on checker, why we don't play that in this tournament. I'm not sure.
Originally, it was actually in the rule set that we were going to play the dice on checker, but by public demand, we changed the rule. One reason was that the Gibraltar Championship is played without the rule, and just most players weren't accustomed to it. And we were already introducing new technology with the auto transcription and stuff like that, so we decided to just change it back. But
I really don't know how long this position can hold for Zdenek here. He's now had to make his deuce and his 3 with the made ace and bar point, right? We're kind of playing 2 different game plans at the same time with 4 checkers back and a blitz on the other side. And it's been correct. It's what the dice have been giving him. But he's on the ropes here. You know, I guess 3 away he's going to be in this game for a long time. But any moment he could just not have any hope left in this game, pretty much. What is the... It seems like a questionable 5. I get it, but with the made deuce, I don't really want the 8. But I don't see what else can go. I would probably just move the checker.
You can come out. Yeah, just come out.
Yeah.
What's the problem with coming out?
Yeah.
You don't want to give up your midpoint. That's more important than your 8-point.
Yeah.
It's a clear play.
Yes. Yeah.
I
guess probably part of it is putting a checker in front of the stack of 5 as well. You create a bunch of targets to be shot at. So not exciting. I can see the fear a little bit, but yeah, I think I would just do this.
Oh, it's such a clear play to come out. In these games, when you have multiple back checkers, mobility is a very important concept.
Yes.
You don't want to get stuck with too many checkers and break over in the middle, like have a disconnected position. You got to fight for mobility. So that's why we come out with that back checker, and so we have checkers to play.
Yeah. People are asking about the clock rolls too. Is it 12 or 15 second delay today?
On day 1, we put a 15-second delay because of the introduction of the new technology. It was played with a special tablet and the auto transcription service. Today we reverted back to 12 because we are transcribing the matches manually.
Zdenek makes this mistake.
He made that ugly play.
Fears leaving the shots in the wrong place.
I felt it in my nervous system.
Zdenek's face after that play.
He looks a little bit uncertain, actually. You could see that he wasn't comfortable with that play either. Sometimes you can just feel you're doing something wrong.
This
but
is
for
an
lack of
interesting
better,
6. It feels pretty natural to cover that, but I would be tempted to cover the deuce as well.
No, that's a good play. You want to play pure, and it's kind of an outside prime now with the 8, 12, 13-point mate.
Okay, and he's going to be happy to just come off the ace here anyway because he doesn't have timing. Yeah, so
that's the mobility. That's the mobility. He lost the midpoint voluntarily. A bit of inexperience there, I think, from Zdenek.
Sure, yeah. We're finding some tricky games for him.
Yeah, but he played well with the checker play so far, though. I think it's the first weak checker play we've seen.
I'm not sure why he's thinking so hard about this. Interesting.
No.
Yeah, you just need the 8, especially in a holding game in general. You know, you don't want to give that up too late.
This is not a regular holding game. You could almost call this sort of a semi-back game somehow. Your pip lead is way up. Good play, Steen. He plays pure and flexible. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
You're still ahead in the race if you get hit, and you still have the prime structure.
Yeah.
So, very good play.
Not in risk of having that checker trapped or anything either once it gets hit. So, yeah.
Now, however,
yes,
we might see, I think this is the right play.
You do want that blot out of your hair eventually.
You do, yes. And it's pretty nice to activate it, making an inner point and a hit, even though it's impure.
It's going to take a while for Steen to find a cube in this game, though, because he's got a lot of work to do to clear these points, even with his giant racing lead.
That's his main...
And the score.
Yeah, his main asset now is his race lead. And now I don't like to call it a semi-back game anymore. Now it's heading into a holding game with some extra contact because he has 2 anchors. But he's not going to be able to hold both anchors for too long because he's not down enough in the race. He doesn't have the timing. So eventually he has to give up one of them. But for now, since Steen is stripped in the outfield, he's actually pretty strong in terms of contact value here.
It does look to me like Zdenek probably has the timing to hold on to it as long as Steen will take to have to break one of these outside points.
Yeah, actually, I think
because
you're
he's
right.
got that extra mid, like the 2 midpoints is a very strange structure here.
The moment he starts rolling sixes, he's going to have a problem.
If he rolls a set, then it's like any other holding game. I think he's going to be able to clear.
Yes, that's basically a market loser actually. But when he's stripped like this,
he's going to run out of time very fast.
Yeah, I think he has bad numbers already, doesn't he? 6-5 can be played without shots, but it's very bad.
Yeah. And now Zdenek must be trying to figure out if he's got the time to just improve his board right now, or if he needs to start advancing that 18 point.
I think he has the timing.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to get hit. If he gets hit, you allow your opponent to bring home your checkers while you're on the bar. So he has the timing and mobility. Yeah.
And the shot could come now. Yeah.
Yeah, we have 6-1 is a bad number already. 6-5 doesn't leave a shot, but it's pretty horrible. 1-2, that is playable.
Not great, but it plays. Yeah.
Definitely playable. I think it's a good shot actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Zdenek wants to run. Okay, that's great. Oh, no, that's horrible. I thought the sixes was blocked. Now, what's the score here in the match? 4-2. Ooh, this is interesting because of the score. This is a cube at 0-0. Probably a take.
I wonder if I'd find it. Yeah, because there's so many 4-point board. Even though he's got that block to get, this is bad. This is really scary. And look at these numbers over here. This is a clear take or clear pass either way.
It's a clear pass at 0. No, at 0-0. But Steen is ahead 4-2.
But look at these numbers over here. 69 wins with 40 gammons.
Yeah, but he's 3 away, 5 away.
Yeah, I think that
makes it difficult. Look,
this is a take. Look at this.
It's because of the score.
Yeah, the 3 away scores. I do forget that. It seems like that
your gammons shoot over the target.
Yeah. I would think that they'd still be valuable enough, but with the recube and all these things, there are a lot of situations where when the gammons are really high, you just sort of ignore them and take if you've got winning chances.
The more gammon chances you have, the more narrow the doubling window becomes.
So is he going to roll this?
Yeah, he's going to roll. Oh, how big is a mistake is this? We'll get this shit out of the way, Mika. Yeah, good.
186. Wow.
Oh, it's huge.
Big
opportunity. Huge. It's because of the volatility and the gammon.
And that's such a rarity, though, to find a 3-away leading score where you can make like nearly a 200 error and not sending a cube.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
Never happens. Yeah.
Super difficult.
What a roll this is. Look at this. He can make the 15 with it. And now he's got just a great holding game again. Yeah. And Steen's loving that he didn't send that cube. This is maybe 50-50 now again.
Yes,
right?
it's super close now.
Yeah, what a
That was
swing.
a huge roll.
Yeah.
I mean, that missed cube from Steen, when we understand the logic, we can see that, of course, it's a cube. But when you're sitting there in that seat at this score with such a narrow doubling window, it's just difficult for a human being, even a world-class player as Steen. Yeah. It's just so difficult to find that, the cube when you are the leader in the match.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I would find a pass there every time over the board, too. I would not be confident enough to take that. I mean, it's a close one, right? And
my instinct said take at the score.
That's interesting. That's a really hard one for me, too.
Because the gammons, when you double, your gammon value goes down because the gammons shoot over the target. So a lot of the value of the position goes away because the gammon value goes down.
I wonder if he thought of that simple rule, Steen, that if he considered what he would do on the other side of the cube.
Oh, the Woolsey.
Woolsey's
law.
Yeah. Because if he thought he might pass it, or at least wasn't sure, he might find an easier cube there.
Yes,
but he's thinking about the cube again, and he definitely had simple market losers now.
But this was a good decision.
This is easier to find at 3-away, 5-away, I think, too.
This is the kind of position you want to double in.
Yes.
The gammonless, high winning chances types of position. But this is not strong enough. I think his position just got a bit worse from last time.
There's no flexibility. He might just leave the game-winning shot. He's probably going to eat a cube if he leaves a 6 here right away, right?
It depends on the race. Usually you can, when you get that 6er shot in these positions, you can double if you're like 15 pips down or in that range. If you're 20 pips down, there's the shot. So what's the pip here? No,
but what about when
this is not a cube. This is not a cube.
Yeah, I was talking about a recube though. So if Steen had sent and left the shot.
Oh.
Yeah. So this probably still isn't enough.
If it's a recube, then of course you can ship it.
Yeah.
But as it is,
that's part of why Steen can't send this roll earlier. But
you need a bit of race equity in these kinds of positions because you're going to win the game almost every time when you make the hit, which happens 17 out of 36.
Yeah, a little less than half. Yep.
So a little less than half. So in the rest of the games, in the 19 out of 36, you want some race equity, and you also want to be able to take the recube. And okay, he makes the hit. That's huge.
Yes, if he missed.
So in this one, if he missed, he would get cubed out because of the race. So he made a good decision. Didn't cube.
And now, I guess technically, well, I don't know if this is too good because Steen can hop out and have racing threats, but I think he can.
Yeah, it's close.
Might as well clash it. I don't know.
Okay, so according to Plus Plus, it's a small no double. It's very cheap to take a roll here, but it is a mistake. If Zdenek had the 6 prime, he could go fishing for more checkers.
Yeah.
But that's not the case here.
He's gonna try it.
He's gonna try it.
Yeah.
He does get a cube action decision and a checker play decision, so he just increased his decision count by 2 by making a very small error. So I mean, it might be, he might be a good trade-off. Now
people say that. I think
now he has to cube, of course, and he does. This is the easiest cube in the world, and now the decision is on Steen.
Yeah, easy pass.
Yeah, huge pass. You can basically never, it doesn't matter much with the pip in this situation because you're just getting slammed on most of the rolls, and then you have to first enter from the bar and then escape the 5 prime. So just very, very easy for both sides. Easy cube, easy pass.
And so now even the cube action gets even crazier. Oh, cool. I'm hearing that Ramesh should be by shortly, so we'll get to chat with him too. Okay, simple game splitting into that now. Yeah, but we're just watching for Zdenek to get any sort of lead here, any sort of gammonish threat, and we should see the cube coming across fast. How do we keep him busy when he's got this great builder on the 9 point? What do you challenge it with this splitting deuce? That seems reasonable to me. Just in case he rolls a 3-1 or some pointing number. Usually
you almost always split after your opponent split. This is a little bit tricky because there's some things going on here. First of all, your opponent's 4 away, which makes you a little bit less happy about the split if you're under the blitz threat. And actually, because of some duplication, 13 to 11 is actually pretty good in this position. But it was close. The right idea was to split, so it was good play.
Do you like the, I like this too, because you don't want to come in high and you don't particularly want to put the checker on the 11 with that split back there usually, I think, right?
When you already have a pretty good split position with the small split, and you don't gain much from coming out, usually you shouldn't do it. In some cases, the other way around, where you gain much more by having a larger split than the minor split.
You must have to make the anchor here. I don't think you get a 9 in the zone. You might not get another chance, I suppose, but I just don't. Seems way too loose to be attacked up front. Cube incoming. This makes some sense, but the open 5.
Oh, he passed it fast.
He's going to drop this.
That was a fast pass.
2 checkers. I mean, there's a lot of work to do.
I get it's a huge take. Why did he? What's he doing? He's losing his concentration. I mean, at least we didn't see the evaluation. Oh, a little bit of.
We'll get that one in after.
We should check it. It was a huge blunder. Look how the PR just spiked.
Yes.
I mean, I don't understand, first of all, why he was passing that fast. I think if he took his time, he would realize this is an early game, prime versus prime-ish position. You have better timing, but he has better inner board.
Oh, look at this. 10 in the zone, and we're down in the race, so I guess I probably just played down. I'm not sure I like the split here. Oh, no, against the 11 point, though, this is a structure that you want to split against.
Yes, because it's a priming structure.
I
mean, I almost feel like it's too soon to start talking about small opening game moves after Steen just made such a horrific blunder. I'm still dwelling. Trying to recover.
Similar to the. I feel like ace point and deuce point games can be very deceptive. They're very sensitive to very specific features. And that particular one, the open 5, the loss of the 8 point, and only 9 checkers in the zone, still has 2 checkers back.
It's not an ace point game. It's a middle game, and it wasn't complicated. What made it a little bit complicated was the score. He probably had a fixed idea that he should just pass because he's 4 away, 3 away, but he just forgot. This is almost like an early prime versus prime. He's down in blitz and race. He's up in priming and contact. So I think he had way more than 40% winning chances.
Was he up? I thought he hadn't developed any structure.
Oh no, he had the 4 point.
He had the 4 point. Okay.
And did no blots.
I think he had like 4 or 5 checkers on the 8 too. So there's some awkwardness, you know.
Not much.
Yeah.
Not much. It was a pretty good I reckon he had way more than 40% winning chances in
Well,
that
this
position.
is fun. This is it's always the 5 point, except here maybe it's not so bad, but I think the 5 point.
Yeah, small error with Steen playing 6-4, a little bit ugly. The deuce.
Yeah, it's
Usually
so rare that that's right, huh?
I
This
think
keeps 2 points. I've seen Zdenek like to make this play
it's
before.
close. Yeah, I knew it's close. I was about to say
Oh, actually,
that
he
this
overlooked
is close.
it. Yeah. That's right. In his first match that we saw streamed, he overlooked a play where he had the 2 on the bar point, and he noticed it after the match.
Yeah,
right away.
actually, it's slightly better to make the 7. The formation where you have the open 5 point,
Yeah.
the 7 point mate, and the 11 point mate is
Yeah.
really effective because you have those efficient builders on the 11 point to make the 5 point, which makes a full 5 prime. Now it's a little bit more difficult to make the 7 point.
Yeah. He does have his builders so well placed, though, and he can remake the 11 as well. Interesting. I don't.
It was a
there's no
close
good-
play. It was. It's more just to tell the viewers that this formation with the open 5, the 7 point mate, and the 11 point mate, that's a very powerful priming formation.
Yes. And this seems like pretty straightforward to play 2 down. I guess the 13 to 6 that he's looking at is pretty close, but I'm not sure why you would go for that. Oh, here we go. He's showing us this cube.
334.
Wow, 60-40 is all it is with a 10% lead. This is
so it's above.
unbelievable. Yeah.
I would have guessed 42%,
Huge
but so it's 40.3%. Huge bluff cube. That's right.
Yeah, amazing.
Amazing bluff cube.
Mm-hmm.
Steen lost his focus completely. He forgot to actually think about the position. He had a predetermined idea that he should just pass. It's a blitz. He's 4-way. I'm 3-way, and just lost focus.
Yeah.
He is gonna kill himself for that decision after he sees it.
Uh-oh. We get constant compliments about everything going on, but the Karsten says we need to improve the level of the transcribers, though. So I don't know. Can we do some transcriber training somewhere? It's a hard job.
It's a hard job. I think actually it's
it's
Michael Karkus now who's doing it, and I think he's actually doing a pretty damn good job.
Yeah.
And he's been doing it all day.
Yeah.
Hello, my friends.
Oh, hey, Ramesh, how you doing?
Mr. Pleasure.
How you doing?
Hey, Ramesh.
I come at an inappropriate time.
Yes, we're in the middle of.
We're watching. Steen and Zdenek are at 3-away in a pretty challenging game here.
Okay. I did not have any trouble finding this place.
Oh, great.
I was just looking for the big rock.
Oh, yeah.
There was the hotel right at the big rock. So I took a pirate taxi from the airport here. And it was only 150 euros. That's a good price, no?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty
bad.
good. Yep. How much does it cost you at home?
It's maybe €1.
Oh, okay.
Okay, easy pass.
We got cubed out here with 3 checkers back there. Okay.
It's a 3-point badge, and of course, a huge pass. No decision, basically, from either side. Did you watch some backgammon, Ramesh?
I managed to watch a little bit, but I'm actually here because I want to join the tournament, the UBC.
You're too late.
No.
We started yesterday.
I wanted to join.
You're too late, buddy.
Oh,
But if I
man.
pay you some money, I can join maybe?
Next year.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I traveled all the way from Faridabad to come to join the tournament.
You're too late. We're already at the last 12.
Can you make a mini tournament for me?
Yes. Perhaps a pip counting tournament,
That
if you're interested.
That's better than nothing.
Oh, wow. I think you still have to do the split in the split from the back, too. He's leading 2-way, 3-way, but see, the split 24 to 23 though gives you double coverage in case he tries to attack you on the point. So this tends to be a strong
Look,
formation.
it's 8-7. It's 8-7. Okay, so what's characteristic about this position is the front position has 4 checkers on the 6 and 8.
See, this is what he's looking
No.
at. You can't come in on the ace.
No,
it's so hard to find.
No, it's easy to not. I mean, he sees the idea of the tempo hit.
Oh, actually, that's a really good thought here.
No, it's the horrible thought.
You can't put it on the 24.
If you understand the dynamics of backgammon, you realize that you can never make a play like this when you have 8 checkers in the zone and 3 checkers on the 24. You need to play pure. You cannot play impure. Zdenek, good, thank God.
He's got to consider it, so he's going to come in on the 20.
This is a good play.
Yeah.
The superhuman play would be to slot the 8. Just go for super purity.
It's an alternate distraction.
Yeah.
I like it, and it's duplicating 6s clearly. All the 6s are good anyway. And Steen's This is another feature of this, is that he probably knows that he's baiting a cube from Steen by making this play. Like, how do you not cube this position?
He would cube either way, of course.
Yeah,
it's 3-way, 2-away, so he has to be
with
aggressive.
The third checker on the ace, that's bad enough anyway.
Yes, so he's cubing either way. But if he hadn't split, if he had slotted, he would play one of those again, the semi-back game-ish. He has the anger. He can.
We've got our live transcriber.
Okay, we gotta give
too. I like it. This is our guy.
We gotta give some
good work.
Exactly. So we should give him some props.
Yeah. He's a good host in Denmark too. If you ever need to want to go visit there, he'll take you around a little bit.
Yeah, I heard you. We see him in the top right corner.
Yeah.
Look at his beautiful hair.
And I hope Zdenek is not going to talk himself into a pass here. This is what they call a pointless double, right? They have, we're heading the checkers back, but we haven't made any real development yet.
Yeah.
So you just can't, this isn't a cube for money.
Oh, yeah,
You know
exactly.
that it's not, it's just, you got to hang on and you get it's coming your way, but.
And there's something else going on here. There's the fact that he has 4 and 4 checkers on the 6 and 8 makes it actually much easier for Zdenek to play pure in the future of this game.
Yeah.
There's a big difference. People don't really realize this in these early cubes. So there's a lot of contact value in this position.
The chat's saying that Krakis's hair is a 335 blunder. I think it's pretty luxurious, man. I can't make that happen.
And Arif says hairstyle is 9
and then we got a
9
9 and 10. I agree with the 9 and 10. I think
me
that's
too.
correct.
Yeah.
I think the 335 blunder call is a 335 blunder. That's incorrect. He doesn't know about hair. But yeah, Zdenek's got this at a really important score, really important moment in the match. Spend your time.
Yes.
I think the thing that comes up here too is after you make kind of a big play like you just did, he starts to worry like, oh, did I screw that up too? And you second guess your previous decisions. Like, have
That's
I made
true.
a
Good Zdenek. Well
job.
played.
Okay.
Well played.
Well
played. Yeah. You cannot let this go. All he has is the initiative. He has so much contact value.
Wow, I don't know how to play this.
Okay, so what can we do here? We
can do anything. We can make the 4, the 2 on the head. We can hit twice. We can make the bar. We can connect with the 14. Yeah, this is just insane.
So many options here.
This looks really strong. I didn't look at this option. Make the 10 and hit presumably then on the 5.
Yeah, that's actually the best
play. This is
play.
very strong. Wow.
Yeah.
How does he look at this first? I'm not sure I would have found that one.
It is the play with the lesser blood.
Good
wow, good play, Steen. And he found it fast.
Play.
He had like a million different variations. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
And now we see how much playability Zdenek has in this position.
Of course.
Don't underestimate the fact that he had 4 and 4 in his front position versus 5 and 3. You actually prefer to have your checkers further back. It's better easily to win the game and play pure in the future.
This is another one where he's got 1 in the air, so he can't be double
That's
hit.
a good
so he gets
play.
2, more advanced anchor feet on the ground. This is really good too.
Really good play.
Yeah, I would have had trouble finding that. Okay.
Most players, I guess, it would just come out to the 14.
Yeah, it looks so natural, right? You could do it without thinking about it, probably, right? But this is better. And we're going to continue to battle for that 5 point. Makes a lot of sense.
Thomas Berle says whack whack.
Yeah.
He would have double hit.
Yeah. Ooh. But now Zdenek has a severe shortage of 6s. He's gonna.
Oh yeah. No. Is that there's?
I don't.
Okay, there's the duplication.
Yeah.
And it's pretty big to play 13 to 7. You just don't want to play in pure.
Yeah. It's just, man,
it's
you
better
gotta have every reason in the world to convince yourself to put it on the deuce instead of a productive place like the 7.
Yes.
And this is just, again, pointless here.
This is a good play.
Yeah.
It's a function, again, of the fact that Zdenek actually has a good backloaded checker play distribution. If he didn't, then there's a less opportunity cost by putting checkers deep, because then you're going to play a blitzy, racy game anyway. Yeah, that's a great play.
Yeah.
Really, really good play. Great play.
And so our 5 is covering, I suppose. It's hard to see that not happening. And then we can anchor too, right? So
we could anchor, we could hit, we could
we're gonna
save,
go ahead
play
and
safe.
leave a double shot, I think. It feels like that makes a lot of sense. I guess leading, maybe you want to think about a gammon.
What's the race here? So he's up 19 pips after he anchors up. But he is way up in blitz value. And look at the score. I would go for the hit.
Yeah.
Okay, according to actually it's close, but I would play as Steen just did.
The other thing too about it is that Zdenek has no development and 4 blots to deal with, and he's just not going to be able to clean it all up if Steen just finds a fairly safe play for one roll, right? So I think that's
Good
part
play.
of the making the anchor too. You can just force him to deal with it. Okay.
Good play by Zdenek, by the way, with the 1-3. He had 3 or 4 different options, and he found the best one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
5-4.
And this, yeah, this cleans up pretty natural.
Great shot.
What else
Yeah,
are you gonna do?
great
Yeah.
shot. And what's the race now? The race is pretty
close.
close.
Yeah.
11 pips.
Oh,
Now
what
it's
do we
9
do with
pips up
this?
for Zdenek.
There's nothing natural here, really. You don't want to make points behind the. And of course, XG comes out and loves the blitzing play, but
What else are you gonna do?
You can't link any of the blots. So yeah, there's just you've got 4 hanging around. You need something to buy you a little time.
And all of a sudden you're up in the race. So
Yeah.
now you don't want to get hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he has to play the safest play there is, which is to blitz.
Yeah.
Blitz behind the anchors.
Very strange game, but they're finding them all, figuring them
Yeah.
out.
Carsten Bredal says, most entertaining game of the tournament. After all these perfectionists, we finally see real human beings.
We've seen some human plays this tournament, I'll tell you what.
Yes, for sure. Everyone blunders.
Yeah.
And I think we've seen some great plays in this match as well. We just had a little bit too high rate of blunders. And I think they're going to be a little bit disappointed when they see the analysis. What is the PR race at the moment?
I thought they were both still near 4. I think,
No.
but they're
Steen went way up after
did he?
with
Okay.
that, with the idiotic pass.
Ooh, can you really lift to the 1 this early? I suppose.
Oh, wow, he finds that play.
Wow.
He could,
21 to 15 to make the 15-point anchor seems pretty strong to me too. But
yeah, that would have been my
you gotta
play.
leave a double shot on the bar
Yes.
to do it. So
But right now, Zdenek is playing for the race and he's playing for the blitz.
yeah.
We have that blot on the 7-point as well. So
Yeah, I
that's
can't
why
say
why
I'm-
the impure play makes sense.
Yeah. I am not familiar when it's correct to make an impure play this early in the game. I would never find that, I think.
Yeah, so it's like I don't dislike the play. I think it's pretty cool that he made that play. It's
Yeah.
but it was still be slightly better to just make the 15-point and play more normal. Okay, this is going to be a blunder. If Steen makes, that's a blunder.
Oh, wow, you have to hit on the ace. These
Yes.
are such tricky plays to me. That
No,
one,
this is not tricky. Now
Yeah?
he gave up outfield control and the race.
you
It's
can't give up your mid here, I
No,
see. 'Cause
yeah,
he
I-
still sees so much of it from the 20, that's a little confusing to me.
Yeah.
And he's got 2 checkers somewhat primed behind it, but I guess that's not the value position. You've got an anchor and the better board, so you
and the
attack.
pip and the pip count.
Yeah, and the score too, right? So
Oh yeah, that's true. He even gained some blitz by hitting.
yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why it was so big. For me, it was definitely a clear play.
Yeah. We can see the way it played out, why it might be too. Oh, there's a double hit option, but I'm surprised if that's...
Yeah, what else are you going to do? You can
Yeah.
just play 12 to 7.
12 to
And
7 is
just
what
with
I saw
single hit.
first, but now he's thinking about what if I just make a sort of priming play here.
The double hit is correct.
Wow, okay.
Let's see if you can find it. I think 12 to 7 is probably the standard move that most players would do. Yeah, I like that he played the ace first.
Man. I could imagine playing double-digit PRs on both sides of this game. This is a really challenging one to me. After I hit and continue to the ace,
Good
now I have
play.
to break my 8 to double hit.
Yeah,
How
good
often do
play,
you see this
Zdenek. But he's
happen?
playing a race and a blitz.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
sometimes when you're...
Andy fans on
Yeah,
this
that's
too, okay. And he has no gammon value
Look
too
at this
because
now.
the score.
Yeah, look at
is
this ace.
amazing.
Completely impure, but it's
Yeah.
fine because that's your
Yeah.
game plan.
Yeah.
You just want to get that last checker out and win
Right.
the race. You don't care too much about purity now.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can form a prime anyway because he has the advanced anchor made. I think we just saw some really good plays from Zdenek.
Oh, after fanning, he's going to get both in.
5-4, that's a good shot.
Yeah, he
course
really needs
you-
that back checker moving though. That's the biggest
Yes.
liability in this position.
Uh-huh.
Can't seem to unprime it.
The PR is currently
6-5. This is a really strong roll.
Wow,
too.
that's a huge roll.
That's
5.5 for Steen and 3.1 for Zdenek. So Zdenek is really grinding his PR down now. He's
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
some really good BG. Really good backgammon. Oh, you want to come up with that 3, but what about the 4?
Yeah, I mean you have to, right?
No, it's
I understand you're going to
it's
leave a
too
shot,
big.
but 7-4, 7-3. Wow, it's
Yeah.
another play that I just.
It's too big to come up.
Oh, I can't imagine making it. It's just.
It's a double match point play, I think. Yes, it's a double match point play.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to lose a gammon.
Yeah, he does lose a lot more here too.
Way more gammon. He
Okay.
loses 7% more gammon by
Yeah.
this play.
And so this is
Oh,
gonna
he
be
gets
on,
lucky. That's an air ball.
That's just, you already have a dilly builder on the 3 and a dead checker on the ace, and you're really going to take the 7, one of your structural components, and just dump that behind 2? Like, that's a very hard play for me.
Look at the second. Oh, now it's the third play. The
Yeah.
banana split is actually just a small blunder here.
Wow.
It's such an air ball. Steen would have hit with anything, a 2, 3, or 4, or a
Oh, look at
11.
this. He shifts the ace the same period.
What?
Did you see this?
Why did he do that?
Did you see the 15 to 9 play though? That's interesting with all the blots around and such impurity.
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
just
of
play
course I
real
saw
loose.
it.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
my natural inclination.
Yeah.
That's the contact play. He has the blot in his inner board. I guess he is. He,
Look at all these plays that Zdenek's got.
Ah.
He's gonna shift off the 6.
no, now he has two inner. Now he has 2 inner blots. Now he can play 15 to 8. Yeah,
Oh,
good play.
yeah. He
Good
finds-
play.
Okay, yeah.
Because of the
Gotta
inner
take that
blots.
opportunity.
The
Yeah.
play Steen made, making the ace point, playing safe, that's what you want to do if you're ahead in the race, not when you're down. And when your opponent is somewhat crunched and has inner blots. You want to maximize contact. Okay, he's still going to be down in the race after the
Yeah.
double sixes, but what else could he play?
I don't think he has time to.
This is going to be bad.
Yeah, you got to
Is
keep
it?
deeper contact. It's like, even though
Or maybe it's not that bad.
15 to 9, 15. Oh, wait. What is this play? He's
Yeah.
supposed to stay back on the 20. Okay.
I kind of like the idea of having the one man holding back. Ooh, deuces. What a
What a
crushing roll. Yeah, it's not a blunder from Steen. It was very difficult to find the best play there with double sixes.
Yeah.
Extremely difficult.
Yeah, I was coming off the 20 pretty certainly. But
With
it
both
just-
checkers or just with one?
Likely. I might have held the 5 points away with the 14 pips of race.
Okay,
but, yeah.
that was a good shot from Steen with the. You don't want to. You don't want to do that, do you? No, you don't want to open up your 5 point. Then you have no prime value. At least you have some prime value if you. Okay, I take my word back. Well played, Zdenek.
Zdenek knows.
Yeah, and he played it really fast.
Once
Oh yeah, he doesn't want to lose the backgammon, of course. So you shouldn't split up the outside anchor.
Yeah. This is.
He can safety the blot because of the
Amazing.
blocking 5.
Yep.
This is gammonish.
Nothing else to do.
This is gammonish. Oh, he wants to hit this one, Steen. He doesn't. That was a huge swing.
Oh,
That was-
fortunately, he rolled the 2-1 after he switched there too. You like
This
that?
one he can.
Yeah, this one
This
he can
one
shift,
he can.
yeah.
Yeah, he can shift, or he can play it like this.
Oh, yeah, this is safe.
This
huh?
is fewer set. Yeah, it's just double 5s.
Yeah.
I love this play actually.
Yeah.
Good play by Sten. Even though he's low on time, he gets the tactics right. That was the big swing of the match. Grønbeck's roll right there from the bar.
Yeah.
Hitting could have won him
No.
the gammon, and instead he fanned, and now he's gonna lose the match unless he gets really lucky.
So I think you'd like to come. Well, yeah, why not? I think I'd like to come to the 12, and I guess I have to shuffle inside on the 4s and stuff. It's going to reduce, but you can't play all the way to the 11 because it's going to leave 4 shots from the bar, right? So you do need to do some minimizing. Yeah, and so that's what we're seeing here: 15 to 12 and 2 to 1. I bet I'll find this as he counts the shots. Only 5-2.
Yeah,
I think this is the best you
exactly.
can do.
Yes, it's all about counting the shot. He's down to 20 seconds on the clock, so
Yeah.
he really wants to win this game.
Yeah.
Wow, 5-6.
Oh, and it's really important
5-6,
decision. If you would have
yes.
gotten this
I
wrong, you
guess-
could have gotten a hit
yeah.
there.
And then Steen is down to 29 seconds.
Oh, wow.
This is speed gammon now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steen
Okay,
had
I'm
to
glad they
bury.
find this game challenging too.
Oh, that's a good shot from Zdenek.
That'll
And
do.
now he's like a 94, 95%
Felt like this
favorite.
game deserved a
Maybe
5-2
more.
right there. I can't believe we got an easy 5-1 instead of the 6 point, you know?
Yeah. And I think this is going to be all over now unless Zdenek rolls a 6-1-5 or 6-1 or 5-1.
Mm-hmm.
3-1.
3-1. Delays, you know.
Yeah. What's that? You can't see.
3
the-
something. But it must be just a racing number, you know, 4-3-1. Ooh, not a good racing number.
No. Sixes.
Double
there's his-
sixes.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 points for Zdenek.
Oh.
He's gonna win the match.
Wait, Steen
and
is
the-
going to resign this too? Is this actually a resign?
It is a
1,
resign.
2, 3,
You don't
4,
get anything
5.
from resigning here, and you don't get any decisions from playing on. He has 0%. This is definitely a resign. So this is huge for Zdenek. He
Yeah.
wins 2 points.
Wait,
He
he
wins-
can get off in 5 rolls though. I think he resigned a little bit of equity here, technically.
No, he didn't. It is.
Can't he roll all double sixes against 2 ones?
100,000 of the equity points. So it would round up and it wouldn't even give a decision next G. So it's fine. This is huge. Zdenek wins 2 points.
Yeah. Great match for him.
Steen was actually looking really good. His average PR was coming way down. He had some wins.
Oh, they're chatting about the match here. Can we actually hear their board commentary on the stream? I wonder. They had a mic there.
I think they got.
Do. Yeah, so they can.
We're gonna try to. We're gonna try to get the. No.
Okay, they're wrapping up.
I think we're gonna try to see if we can get Zdenek down for an interview.
Yeah.
And
bring the match up.
And bring the match up on the screen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bring a chair in too. Yeah. So, do we want to pause the commentary for a second when we get things set up, or do you want to do?
We can keep it rolling.
Okay.
We can talk about this many things and about the tournament.
Yeah.
Now we see the gathering around the board. Steen doesn't look happy now. He realizes he lost 2 points here, both the match and the PR point, and he's
quite a few challenging cube situations. Big mistakes there, you know.
Yes.
Checkers were pretty strong in very complicated games. So I forget what Zdenek's cube. Oh, right here we're looking at. No, this was the Steen's pass. What was Zdenek's pass? What did he?
He took a big pass.
It
was the mutual opponent game in game 2.
The 16,
he was
15.
down 22 pips. If he hadn't made that mistake, he would have played probably below a 2.0. His checker play was excellent. Not only
That's the kind where too, he's going to look at that and kick himself and probably feel like, I should have known this. This is a simple game type, you know. Even though we talked about it, kind of has some tricks in it. It looks a little confusing.
Look at Steen.
I bet he's going to feel like he should have known that. Yeah, he's not happy about his PR in this one, huh?
I agree. I think Zdenek will feel bad as well.
Yeah,
but he's also going to feel good that he made so many good plays. Look, Steen is shaking his head, walking out of the room.
Yeah.
He's not happy.
Yeah.
He had such a great day yesterday in PR-wise, and then he was just grinding his PR down. He played some really good matches today. He had some wins.
Yeah.
So everything was looking, he had the momentum going, and now he just gets destroyed, loses 2 points.
Yeah.
But Zdenek was looking good.
And there are, there's times in backgammon when the dice just ran over you and things like that. And I think he's probably looking at this match feeling like he had opportunities that he missed out on, with some of those cube decisions and things like that. Like,
for sure.
There was an alternate reality where maybe I could have won this match.
Yeah,
so those are the most frustrating when you give away equity that could have turned it around.
He's going to be so frustrated, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially the pass. Because if you show this position to Steen Grønbeck, he's a world-class player. He could easily find the take.
Yeah.
But he had a pre-existing idea in his brain, so he basically lost concentration.
Yeah.
So he's going to be very disappointed. Zdenek, however, I think he was more or less on fire.
Yeah.
His checker play was awesome. He had 1 checker play blunder.
Yeah.
And I'm Mark Olsen from BackgammonGalaxy.com. I'm here with the 2 players from the match we just saw. It was a great match. Users in the chat wrote that it was the most exciting match, or at least one of the most exciting matches so far. Let's start out by the loser of the match. It's you, Steen, unfortunately.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the match? What was your experience?
I've been playing many matches, first of all, so I am a bit tired, I have to say. But anyway, I mean, I did my best and I tried to play my best. I mean, sometimes you don't play that PR you want, and sometimes you do, and this was my high PR today.
Yeah. One of the narratives coming into this match was that you were really picking up momentum in this tournament. You were grinding your average PR down and down and down. You were actually in contention of winning the PR, and then this unfortunate match happens, which is going to set you back a little bit. Of course, it's not out. And you also have the fact that you are the tournament director of the Gibraltar Championship. Is that influencing your performance now?
Probably, but I mean, I don't feel it. I have a good team, and they are doing what they need to do now, and then I will be back tomorrow and help them and support them. And now I am nearly 100% that I can do that, because I'm not going to make the semi-final in this unless a miracle happens and everyone is nearly even. So that will not happen.
Yeah, we don't know the scores yet. It's still
that's right.
we're still working on it.
Yeah, I think you needed to have 7 points to have a chance in the point race. So,
Yeah.
and I can only get 6, so I don't have a chance there.
At least a very small chance.
Yeah.
What about you, Zdenek? How do you feel about this match? From our perspective, we thought that you played a really, really good match. You had one big blunder, but except for that, you played pretty close to perfect. What was your experience in this match?
Yeah, well, I tried to do my best after the big failure on the stream yesterday, so I really tried to avoid some really silly mistakes. Of course, I did like the one on the screen, so the take cube and a second game, but otherwise I like the match. I mean, well.
Are you feeling good at the moment? Are you feeling like you're peaking? Are you ready for the last couple of matches?
Well, unfortunately, it's just gonna be like last match because I just won this was my second one match. I lost 2, so I have no idea about the PRs, but I'm also probably not gonna have a chance. So.
Yeah, okay. At least I think you're getting close to this 3.0 mark in the PR. We still have 2 matches, I think, to analyze. So that's going to be exciting as well. So here we have a new setup where we can actually see the positions and try to pick your thoughts. At the moment we have here on the screen the double blunder from you, Zdenek. It was a mutual holding game here. What went through your head?
Yeah, I was too lazy to count the pips, so I just had a rough approximate, and I thought it's just 15 pips, so I just didn't think about it that much. And
okay, so you basically miscounted and you were a little bit lazy by not.
Yeah, but it's an excuse. I mean, it's crazy take. I mean, I just can't. I mean, I can't even hit, so it's a typical position for a pass. So.
Yeah. Okay. What were your thoughts, Steen, when this happened?
I also, I mean, sometimes I see his mistakes, he will see mine, but I thought this was a pass too. I knew the race was that I was up with 22, so I also thought that was a bit too much to take it, so I was kind of happy to see the take, you can say. But in the first game, I was actually surprised. I mean, there was a lot going on in the first game actually, because I mean, I played, that was a little tricky. And in the end, I kind of felt I was clearly behind. And if I took that one, it might have ended up deciding the match. And I was thinking then I would lose the PR because I thought at that time I was behind. I had some plays in the first game where I was in doubt. And also, as I say, I did the Keith count and saw it was a borderline take. And then I thought it was a recube in a short match. So then it was maybe a pass, but now I can see it's a clear take. But the way I adjusted it, Keith's adjustment gives a borderline take pass, and yeah, if you use others that give a value for 2 for each, then I thought it would be even worse.
Yeah,
so
you took a little heat from this one. Mochi was criticizing a little bit in the comments, which was actually a little bit funny. But yeah, so this one was an interesting one. Okay, let me just fast forward to one of your decisions, Steen, which was actually the biggest mistake in the match, I believe.
Yeah.
Which was this cube action at 4 away, 3 away. You're 3 away, Zdenek was 4 away. So what was going on here when Zdenek gave you this cube?
Yeah, but I kind of felt that my position was not that flexible. I was thinking, of course, he was 3 away, needing 4 points, so a gammon I would lose the match. It's a tricky score, that 3-4 score, 3 away, 4 away. Yeah, and basically I'm still a bit surprised to see that it's that a clear take, so it was not clear to me that the take was that big.
My thoughts were that you kind of had a predetermined idea of the danger of the score, 3 away, 4 away.
Yeah, probably.
I think if I gave you this position on a piece of paper, I think you would find the take 98 out of 100 times. But maybe I'm mistaken.
Yeah, you might be. I mean, in a money session, yes.
Of course.
But at that score, I thought it meant more. And then I just thought I didn't win that much, to be honest. Mm-hmm. I mean...
what about you, Zdenek? Did you have a sensation that this might be a big blunder from your opponent when you passed this one?
Well, I was real happy that the decision was made real quick. I mean, I wasn't really sure that it's like that big take. I mean, I knew it was a take, but not that big. So, I mean, it's like I was happy, but it's, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, in a normal match, I mean, I might have made the same mistake because, I mean, I would have thought it's just also the smaller mistake, so it's just also surprised it's like 300, but yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for coming down, and thank you for playing. Both of you have been playing extraordinarily well. I think you both can be very proud of your performance here. So even if you don't make it to the semifinals, which you might still do, I think you should still be proud of the performance that both of you have been putting on in this tournament.
Yep.
So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark.